In fact, he's so inspirational that today we're going to be doing a lot of pop, EDM style tap music on the program today. Let me just give that out, right? So now that I've shared that information with you, let us get straight to what I want to talk about this morning. Now, wherever you're listening to us from, and if you are up and about, hale and hearty, or if you're up and about and you're trying to make your daily 3K or daily 5K, whatever nomenclature you guys call it these days, you are a lucky son of a gun. Indeed you are. Yes. Now, what a lot of people do from the minute they wake up, right, to probably when they go back to sleep, is usually their own business. And then habits are usually expressed. I once read a book that describes humans as creatures of habits. Well, almost every creature is a creature of habits. Snakes will always slither and, stalk their prey. Lions will always stalk. They will always roar, and they always live in groups. Yeah, even when they are isolated, they find a way to get to a group. It's the way life is. We are all habitual creatures. But speaking of habit this morning, is the morning ritual. You see, there's something very particular about what a lot of people do every morning, right? Every morning, unfailing. In fact, when I was in secondary school, it was drummed into us that the minute you get out of bed, right, the next thing you should do, right, is either you dress your bed or you go and get your bucket of water. Or if you're one of those smart children, we would have fetched our bucket of water the night before and we'll padlock it to our bed. So that no one steals a bucket. You put it under your bed and you padlock it. So if they want to see your bucket, they have to carry you up. And it was some thieves were able to, but no, more often than not, you'll be fine. So for a lot of us, those habits run through all the way to university till you are married and you have children right now. There are certain things that you must do every morning. For me, I grew up watching my father wake up early in the morning to listen to the radio. All right. Then it was VOA and Radio Nigeria. It was big for him. He had to listen to the radio. Then he will wear his sneakers and then he will go for a walk or a jog or whatever. And unfailingly by 6:30, latest 6:45, he's home. He's had it bad. 7:20 sharp. You will not catch my father dead in the house. Can't catch him dead in the house. He was always out before 7:20. A must. So we got used to going to school on our own. But today, these issues concerning morning rituals have now bordered down on your rights and your civil liberties. For example, people complain that one man's morning ritual is their torment. How many of you live in compounds where at 5 o'clock or 5:30 somebody wakes up and starts to shout, "Hey, Shege Jaguar"? Or if you like me, you spend time in Lagos, by 5 o'clock you get to hear the call for prayers from the mosque opposite you. It was so bad, after a while people had to report that particular mosque because the megaphone was just in front of some people's windows. It was terrible. These are morning rituals, right? Some people, their morning rituals is to gather the family, maybe pray. Some is to sweep. Now, some people have also complained. See those regular things that you are comfortable with when you sweep. We've had neighbors who complain, Baba Kaite, this one you are sending Ufon to come and sweep early in the morning. The dust is entering the pepper soup and cooking in the morning. These rituals, whilst beneficial to you, may be causing someone a bit of distress. So, my questions this morning: what are your morning rituals? And 2, are you comfortable with your neighbor's morning ritual? How do you manage them? Ladies and gentlemen, let us have a conversation.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
017-923-0002, 017-923-0007, 08179230002, 08179230007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. WhatsApp and Telegram, you'll find us with the number 0809-030-6474. The line is strictly for the of messages. That will be WhatsApp and Telegram. 809-034. Do this, which is he does at least 100 push-ups. 100. What's your brother 24? 100. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. 100 push-ups. Now I'm feeling bad. Oh, Jesus. Wow. All right, Kelvin, thank you very much. 100 push-ups. You get out of bed, boom, 100 push-ups every day. Hey, it's problem. All right, what are your rituals? All right, are you comfortable with the rituals of your neighbor? Where do you strike that balance? What if your ritual, whatever it is, morning ritual, what if when I say ritual, please let me clarify. I'm not talking about the cutting of chicken blood or the dancing and swearing on people's name. I don't know, but those are rituals too. I guess they'll be fine. But I'm talking about habits that you do very regularly, particularly to start your day. That's why I said we're looking at morning rituals. Please. But if breaking chicken necks or cutting goats and spraying them in the morning, or pouring ospere or monkey tail every morning is your morning ritual, please call in, tell me. Let's understand it better. That's the best I can say. Let's understand it. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to hear from you. Once again, what are your morning rituals? And your neighbors, do you have a problem with their morning rituals? Do they bother you? What if your morning rituals bothers them?
5 kilometers and another 42 kilometers, all in one day, all in one city.
I'll stop saying it. One of the best things that's happened to me in the past 6 years is getting this job. And in the past 2 years in particular, since we started doing Hello Port Harcourt, 3 years now, since we're doing Hello Port Harcourt, is the responses, the audience, those of you who take out the time, obviously not all those who listen actually contribute or comment, but those who actually send in their messages are a bundle of joy. It's like a misfit. It's like a big picture with different parts with different parts, lighting up every now and then. All right, so Acelia, thank you very much. Now, Acelia's messages. Jude, how about using the term routine instead of ritual? Ritual makes it a bit weird. And this is like I said, this is what I really love about this program. You could say a word and it could mean something differently to somebody else, and the interpretation is the same, but it's how it comes across. We can use your morning routine. But like I said, when I say ritual, right? Let me get a definition, all right, for all of us. Let's get a definition, all right, so that we don't get too many people feeling we are talking about something diabolical, all right. Now, a ritual, all right, is an adjective relating or done either as solemn rite, something religious, right? It's a sequence of activities involving gestures, words, actions, or even revered objects, right? It may be prescribed as or by traditions of a community, including some religious community. So it can be seen as religious, but at the same time, it's basically gestures and words and actions that you do repeatedly, kind of like a habit. So yes, we can use routine or rituals. So when I say ritual, in fact, I think I was on the money when I said just before the break that when I say ritual, I'm talking about the jazz or your religious beliefs. No, that's not what I'm talking about. So your morning routines, what are the things that you do straight out of bed? What are the things that you do early in the morning, let's say between 5 and 7, before the rest of the world wakes, or rather as the rest of the world wakes? Now, the reason why we're asking this question is that there have been cases where those routines or rituals, let's use routines, those routines, right, may rub off on another person very wrongly. And this is a true story, by the way. Now, some of you have neighbors who at 6 o'clock, like clockwork, you get to hear them shout, oh, prayers, oh, I command the sun, I command the moon, I command this, oh, it's well with my family. They have prayer sessions and everything, which is good. But what if all the prayers and shouting is disturbing somebody, let's say a doctor, who just got in from a 24-hour shift? Obviously, nobody's going to tell you cannot pray and fast in your house or whatever. But these routines that you do, right? Are you considerate of your next door neighbor? Are you considerate of how your routine could be affecting your neighborhood? Take, for example, those people whose routine is to wake up early in the morning before 5 or 6, and they are out of their business, out of their houses to do their business. Maybe their business is delivering bread, or their business is carrying trash, or their business, is selling something that is repugnant to some. Yes. I lived on the street where, the woman used to cook as early as 4:30 in the morning. Why? Because she used to own, I think she still owns, one of the biggest restaurants in Port Harcourt. But some people did not like it. Hey, all of these things seem to matter.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Well, Court is on the line. Court, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine. How are you?
Very well.
Yeah, my morning routine is what I learned from my parents, which I also like to pass it on to my children.
Oh, interesting.
As soon as I wake up from my bed, I will gather my children to commit our way, our life, everything about us today, to the one that knows the next hour, which is Almighty Father, because we don't know what the next hour will come. What we just know is what we are seeing now. So it is important to commit it. And during that time, we will not make it the way as if we were in a church. Silent prayer, we need to do the same the way we will not disturb other people. Nobody disturb each other. We sing silently. After Jesus teach us how to pray. If you want to pray, go inside your silent room, shut your door, pray. The word that is secret will see you open, the word you open. It's not by shouting. That is all my morning routine. And I want everybody to follow suit. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Kurt. That is his morning routine. All right, now this one here reads, it's on WhatsApp. Oh, our WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. You can get us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo. PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo. So first and foremost, the first question I ask you, what's your morning routine or your morning ritual? What are the things that you like to do, very religiously? In fact, if 10 people have come across you, if 10 people have spent, 2 days or 3 days with you, they will all say the same thing, that this man or this woman does this religiously every morning. Unfailingly, he or she will not miss this every single time. Wake up. This is what you're going to find this person doing. So what are those things that you do? What are those rituals? And secondly, are you comfortable with the rituals of your neighbor? What if your neighbor's ritual, is offensive to you? How do you manage that dilemma? WhatsApp now, 0809-030-6416. Mr. Nnameka in Port Harcourt says, I love coming outside to breathe in fresh air and meditate. My neighbor leaves very early in the morning to church. Her clanging of the iron gate is more like a timer for me. Always almost 5:45 a.m. Time for getting up to prepare for the day. Oh, interesting. So that's kind of like a symbiosis. Once you hear her trying to get out of the house, boom, you're up. Right? It's kind of like the way some children, as soon as their mother turns away, they just get up. They just know, mommy's awake. So yeah, it's time to get up, time to do certain things, right? Eric Chukudima says, my morning habit is to listen to the radio for the day's news. But I have a neighbor who, after accommodating some Yahoo boys about a year ago, now starts his day with annoyingly loud prayers that disturb one's morning sleep. Eric Chooks. So Eric, have you spoken to your neighbor about the quote-unquote annoyingly loud prayers? Once again, if it's annoying, if it's making you uncomfortable, you have a right to your own peace, tranquility. You're paying the same amount of money as the person is, one way or the other. So how are you planning on resolving that? All right, my morning routine, Jude, is to first get up from my bed and I go down on my knees with my family and we do a bit of morning prayers, no more than 10 minutes. But after we are done, everybody tends to go back to bed. But me, I start to prepare for work because I have a small business that needs my attention very often. So I usually get out of my house by 7 and have my radio turned on from then till the end of the day. My morning routine is very simple. Pray, have a bath, go out to work, and come back. All right, thank you very much, Frankly. Morning ritual: wake up, pray, right, get to work, come back. Morning routine, simple for you. Like I said, very similar to what my dad used to do. Wake up, when he's done, maybe when he uses the bathroom or whatever, he must. In fact, almost every day, I cannot remember a single day in my childhood, like from when I was old enough to know what's going on around me, let's say from like 8 or 9. I can't remember a single day from about 7 or 8 till I left my parents' house that my father did not wake up to listen to the news. Can't remember one day. It was radio. Then after a while, it moved on to television. Then, you had the CNN, the BBC, and all the other news stations available. My dad would soak up all the information. My dad used to be an avid reader of Time magazine. So, he was like, okay, he read this, let him see if they have said anything about this in the past week or two or whatever. But anyway, that was his routine. 92.3. Hello, Potako. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mr.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Okay, please, can you call back? There's a hall back there, please. Could you call back, please? That's it's not our fault, please. So please just call back if you can. All right. 08179230002, 08179230007. All right, so my neighbor used to bring out his speaker and turn up the volume and play worship songs as early as 4 a.m. Okay, so let me ask you, were you comfortable with this? The person that just sent this message, is this something that you're comfortable with? And if you're not comfortable, have you told this neighbor of yours that you don't like the idea of him bringing out his loudspeaker at 4 a.m. in the morning to play worship songs? Have you told this person? Now, morning routine is to grab my phone and get active. That's around 2 a.m. 2 a.m.? When do you sleep? If you wake up at 2 a.m. to grab your phone, when do you sleep? Then when the day breaks, I pray silently, detoxify, and get active for the day. But you've been awake since 2 a.m., brother. Noble is in Gokana. Noble, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, please.
What I do in the morning when I woke up is to pray, just meditate on my past,
Okay.
what I'm to put in place that is ahead of me. Then at least pick phone, call my mom, my dad.
You call your mom and your dad every day?
Not like every day, but once in a while.
Okay.
Once in week.
Not bad.
So, yeah.
What about your neighbors? Is there anything that they do that you don't like?
Neighbors, I don't put eye on neighbors because they have series of characters. So I mind my business, but just to have a car because it's one of the challenges having is that they are too vocal and fail to defend what they say so far.
All right, Noble, thank you very much. Noble speaking to us from Gokana. All right. All right, so we got a response here. This one says that even when you are dying, he doesn't care. That's the person who plays the worship songs at as early as 4 a.m. Once again, have you complained? Have you spoken to him? Have you sat him down? Have you sent a message? You are neighbors, all right? You should have his or her number. In this case, you said him, all right? You said his speaker. Have you told the person, hey, brother, this thing you are doing, well, not comfortable with it? Have you? Because now you're telling us, and the question is, what have you done about it? Once again, if you just join us, what's your morning routine? All right? What's your morning routine? What exactly do you like to do as soon as you step out of bed, when you jump out of bed, whatever the case is? Now, it's interesting to know that there are some traits, there's some practices that successful people do when they wake up. I know this is not one of those motivational quotes. No. This is not. I don't think I'm that adept. It's not my calling, right? But this much I need to share with you. That remember I told you that as human beings we are creatures of habits, right? So the question is, what habits are you forming? What habits are you forming? Like I said, some people wake up and boom, it's work immediately. If you work on a farm, come out, they're sweeping. Now, the reason why routines or rituals, let's use the word routines, so nobody feels like we're trying to get them into a religious cult. All right, the reason why routines are very important is that they help to structure not just your life, but your mind. Have you ever noticed, right, that when your room is scattered, like when Jude's room is scattered or his whole house is scattered, right, his thoughts, my thoughts are everywhere. But the day I say, Omo, I need to go back home and clean my house. How many of you notice that as soon as you're cleaning, actually you're sweeping, you're arranging, you're dusting, your thoughts start to come together. And when you are done cleaning your apartment, cleaning your immediate environment, there seems to be a calmness about it. Yes, you may be tired, but then you start to think, oh, I should have gone there. Okay, let me go and do this now. Now that I've done this, I can do this, or that. When you're not making a routine, like I know some of you, I don't know about all of you, but I know a lot of Nigerians have the routine of cleaning their houses every Saturday. Tomorrow morning, being Saturday, you're going to find a lot of people sometime between the hours of 6 a.m. to like 10, just cleaning. Hey, this one gets to sweep, that one gets to mop, this one gets to wash. Maybe the girls are preparing the meals. Maybe daddy's reading his newspaper or whatnot. Everybody's doing something at every time. In fact, when I was on campus, my uncle there would tell us, hey, it's 7 o'clock, it's Saturday, everybody got to do something. You, go and clear the grass. You, go and wash the car. This is the man of the house. He gets out and he's doing something himself. He looks for something to do. It's a ritual. It's something that he has told himself, I need to put my mind and my body on this path. So for a lot of you who probably don't have morning routines, guess what? That's a routine in itself. A routine not to do anything. 017-923-0002. 08179230007, 08179230002, 08179230007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. All right, so this one here says, I have the best neighbors, no disturbance at all. We are 6 rooms in the yard, so whatever you guys do in the morning doesn't seem to affect the next person. That's a pretty good place to live in. Dakuku is in Eche. Dakuku, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Presenter. This is Dakuku from Abokiche.
Welcome, Dakuku.
We are talking about how this is being adopted for your child who's moreover. Or age of, if it does those who age of at least 10 years up or 9 years up, this is the habit somebody has been adopted. So it will not be easy to move it, and that habit, it will remain on that person. Unless, always be a habit that the people always appreciate. That is the habit that I adopted on myself. Are you getting my point? So that is the only thing. As you see me, I don't do something that people can get me. I do something that people criticize good of me. They cannot criticize bad of me.
Okay, so what do you do every morning that you think people will say, Dakuku is a good person? Oh dear, Dakuku, if you can please call back, apologies there. All right, so yes, you don't want people to criticize you for being bad, right? But the truth is, whether you are good or bad, right, people would still talk. But the question is, what exactly are you doing? Are you aware? And are you conscious of what your actions, your activities could be having, the implications, the consequences they could be having on the next door neighbor? I'm not saying you should do anything or everything that will make everybody around you love you. No, it's impossible. In fact, it's a foolhardy thing to want to try to aspire to. Don't do that. It's way too stressful. Please don't do that. However, you should take yourself, your mind, your body, your focus, right? Your mind, your body, your spirit, and have a focus. That's what creating a routine does. Some people have unwittingly created or formed a habit or a routine or a ritual that is detrimental to their well-being. Some of you don't even realize it. I don't sometimes. If you don't stay with somebody, or if you don't live, that's one of the benefits of going to boarding school or being in the university and staying with people, right, in the hostel, or having neighbors. You don't even know it. Someone gets to call you and say, brother, this thing that I used to do every morning or every evening, it's not really good though. This is what he's doing. Yeah, that. Anyway, more messages now. All right, 08179230002. That's if you want to call us. 08179230007. Bernard says, good morning, Jude. There are some neighbors you will meet in a very calm way to complain about their habit or routine which disturbs you. Honestly, they will end up insulting you, not minding your calm approach. Humans are difficult to deal with, so some persons keep quiet to avoid trouble. It's only few humans that act normal. The rest are so weird, Bernard. But yeah, no one, and there's no one size, one shoe, one cap fits all. That's true. But I need to say this, right? And don't take my word as gospel. But I believe that if you are uncomfortable with something and you keep quiet for peace to reign, you're doing more harm than good. Because there's something called passive aggression or passive aggressiveness, right? Let's stick with passive aggression. And because you have not dealt with that issue, whenever you see that person, your body, they prepare you. There's an attitude you give off. The person probably sees it and reciprocates. Next thing, it's not a case of, I don't like that guy. That guy into the do. I don't like that woman. I said our body into the do on someone. Man. That woman gave you something. Yeah, she give you. Now, wow, she don't give anybody anything. You know, like I said, passive aggression. So yes, in a bid to keep the peace, you are not being peaceful with yourself, and it does not make sense. How can you live with yourself, right, knowing that you are troubled by something, but you are afraid to speak out about it to somebody? No. But anyway, once again, it's my view. Don't hold Jude for gospel, please. Thank you. Now, my morning routine usually consists of scripting on my phone and verbal affirmations. Oh, okay. If I'm alone, I mutter the affirmations, but I don't shout. If I'm not alone in my room, I might say affirmations in my mind. Sometimes I get a meditation in. Then I do some yoga. Whoa, look at who this bougie person is. Wow. I do some yoga. Check my emails and drink some celery juice. This is Aje butter something. How many of you know what celery juice is? How many of you? Just let me read that again. I do some yoga, check my emails, and drink some celery juice. I'm gonna be you when I grow up. Whatever follows next depends on what I have to do that day. I might have to write or do an interview, or have a meeting, or go for an event, or wash my hair. Oh, it must be a female. Or record something, or spend time with my husband, or cook. So it's really not fixed. All right. Jude, I sweep my premises every morning, and this habit is a source of exercise to me, and it helps me keep the premises clean. John Wall Google. Sweep every morning. That used to be my chore back home. Every morning. Some days I'll be dragging my feet. I was like, oh God. But you see, my mother had this supernatural ability to use one look, just one look, and whatever spirit of laziness was in me would run away. Have you swept this morning? Hey, doesn't forget. Oh, my mom never did. A neighbor who did it quite recently. He turns on stem and plays weird songs for 30 daily. Intervention estate escorts to call him to order. Aha! That's it. If you are not comfortable with it, there are means, right, to mediate, to talk to these people, to talk to this person. Because once again, I don't think if you keep quiet, you're doing yourself any good. Personally, I don't think so. You could actually be doing more harm to your own space. Chukwemeka says, my morning ritual is as soon as I wake up, I say my prayers right on the bed. Then I hit like 50 push-ups. Why are you people? See, these boys are calling and sending message and saying they're doing 150 push-ups, 30 abdominal before I do anything else. Thanks, Chukwemeka. See, it's good to exercise, please, but 6-pack doesn't matter in heaven. All right, 6-packs it has never mattered in heaven. All right, so where it's like people are looking at me now on Facebook now. I know I have 1 pack. It's okay. Let me reminding us that you're doing. Yeah, if you know what, today I'll do 50 push-ups inside the studio, 50, just to prove to you guys I can do it. Because don't understand why you guys are always today. Now this is like what the second habitat message. I do 100 push-ups, 50 push-ups. Calm down, please, calm down. Christian says, my neighbor's routine is to wash his car directly at my space, making my front veranda flooded. I have drawn his attention to this severally, but he kept telling me that my space is the best place to wash his car. That I don't know what that do I know that what having and washing a car means? My landlord is not even close to helping me. Jude, what should I do? Because I will let it tire one of these days. Well, I wouldn't advise you to take matters into your hand. I wouldn't, but you need to speak very sternly to him. Set your boundaries. Well, the fact that you do not have a car doesn't mean that someone should take advantage of your space. If you don't like something, you pay for your rent. You have every right to do what you want with that space. So you could warn that, hey, the next time you wash your car in my space, I could report you. Because it's infringing on your personal space. You can actually make a formal report. But please don't go and nobody send you that message now before two of you enter a police case now and you hear that they collected 100,000 naira from you. Please, let's be peaceful. Jude, why are you jealous? 5-pack marketers here is a lie. Who's this one? It's a 5. It no matter 5 or 6 packs. It's a lie. 1 pack is fine. 1 is fine. Please don't stress us. Thank you very much. Let me go on this break and I come back. I read you that messages. 6-pack. It doesn't matter.